So now we're gonna continue with a table model that supplies result set data to a JTable. Okay, so to do that, we're gonna create a new folder, and we're gonna go to new. We're gonna create a new folder. We're gonna name it test, and we're gonna right-click it. So we're gonna right-click it, open in terminal. We're gonna type in code space that so we can open it with Visual Studio Code. We're gonna have a file, and we're gonna name it result set table model. So it's gonna be result set table, okay, table model, camel notation. And let me see, we can close this one. Result set table model that Java. Okay, so a table model that supplies result set data to a JTable. And the first thing that we're gonna be doing is importing, and we're gonna import java.sql, import java.sql.connection, connection, semicolon at the end. And yeah, we're gonna import java.sql.statement. We're gonna have, we can copy this one here. Maybe let me see, 1, 2. Okay, so here instead of a statement, we are gonna have in the driver manager. Okay, here driver manager, and here we're gonna have line 4. We're gonna have in the result set, so it's gonna be the result set. And finally, we're gonna have in the result set metadata. Okay, so we are gonna go below. Let me check out something here. So we're having import java.sql, yeah, that's fine. We're gonna have 5. Okay, so 5.java.sql, and we're gonna have 6 java.sql, sql.sql, let me see this one, SQL exception. And finally, we're gonna import javax. So we're gonna import javax that swing that table that abstract table model. Okay, and we can save it for now. So this is gonna be a long file, so we can continue to move forward. Okay, so this one is gonna be javax that swing, and now we're gonna have the result set rows and columns are counted from 1. In JTable, we're gonna have rows and columns are counted from 0 when processing result set rows or columns. For using a JTable, it is necessary to add 1 to the row or column number to manipulate the appropriate result set column. For example, the JTable column 0 is result set column 1, and JTable row 0 is result set row 1. Okay, so we're gonna have in the public class, result set table model, camel notation, extends. Okay, it's gonna be abstract. It's gonna be abstract table model. And to the next line, we're gonna open curly braces. So we have this class result set table model. So the name result set table model extends abstract table model. So make sure you're using camel notation. And from here, we're gonna have in private. So it's gonna be private connection. Okay, and then it's gonna be again connection, but as you can see here is uppercase letter C, and this one is just lowercase letter c. So semicolon at the end, we're gonna have in private, And again, we're gonna have as we did in the previous video, we have the statement. This one is gonna be again a statement but lowercase letters. We're gonna have private, and it's gonna be result set, and then here result set semicolon at the end. So we have connection statement result set. Now we're gonna have result set metadata. Okay, so we're gonna have private, we're gonna have result set this one, result set metadata, and then we're gonna have metadata, and finally we're gonna have private integer, and we're gonna have number of rows. Okay, so we are gonna continue, so keep track of the database connection status. To do that, we're gonna have private, and it's gonna be boolean, private boolean connected. Okay, so it's gonna be connected to database, connected to database, and we are gonna set it to false semicolon at the end. Okay, so private boolean connected to database, oops, database, just one word, we don't need to do camel notation here. Two, it's fine, but then database is just one word, that's fine. Now we're gonna have the constructor initializes result set and obtains its metadata object, and then determines number of rows. So we're gonna have public, we're gonna have the result set table model, result set result set table model. We're gonna open parentheses, and we are gonna have in the string URL. So oops, a string URL, we're gonna have we are gonna have in the stream user, okay, username, string username, string URL, string username. We're gonna have 1 2 3. So we're gonna have in the stream password, we're also gonna have in the string query. Okay, so we have the string URL, string username, string password, here a string query that throws SQL exception semicolon at the end. No, that throws SQL exception. Okay, let me see, username query, yeah, that's fine. So here we're gonna open our a set of curly braces, and we're gonna connect to the database. Okay, so here everything is clear, we don't have any errors. So we have this public result set table model, and here we're gonna connect to the database. So we're gonna have in the connection, and we're gonna set it to the driver, so to the driver manager. So connection driver manager get connections. Okay, yeah, the first one is fine, get connection, and here we have URL, we have username, and we have password. Okay, and yeah, semicolon at the end, that's fine. Connection with has to be lowercase letter C in connection, so we're using here this one. Okay, so we are gonna create a statement to query database. Okay, so we're gonna go below here, and we're gonna have the statement, and we're gonna set it to the connection. Okay, connection that create a statement. So connection, let me see, connection that create a statement. So that's fine. Connection that create a statement, and inside of the parentheses we are gonna have in the result set that type forward underscore, oops, no, it's not this one, type underscore scroll underscore insensitive, okay, comma, and we're gonna have in result set that conquer read, okay, conquer underscore read underscore only, and okay, we close the parentheses and we ended up with a semicolon. Well, we ended up this statement with a semicolon after the parentheses. Okay, let me see, result set table model. Yeah, everything is fine here, so let's continue, and we're gonna go, we have connection, we have statement. Now we're gonna set query and execute it. So we're gonna have set query. So we're gonna have set query, and inside of the parentheses we're gonna have in the query, okay, so semicolon at the end, and let me see, that would be, yeah, that would be it for the result set table, for this public result set table. Okay, set query, what is the method set query is undefined for the type. Okay, so set query, yeah, that's fine. We are gonna go outside of this public class and we are gonna have another public class. So this class is gonna be public class, and this time is gonna be get column. So get column class, okay, and we're gonna open parentheses and we're gonna have an integer name column. Okay, so it's gonna be column like that. Okay, that throws let me see, illegal state exception, illegal, let me see if I can find it here. Well, just type it in, illegal state exception. Okay, that's fine. And now we're gonna open some curly braces. So we have it like that. Let me see, we have class, we have get column class, integer column throws illegal, okay, illegal state exception. Now we're gonna determine Java class of column. So we're gonna ensure the database connection is available. So we're gonna have if, so if, okay, there is no connect if there is not connected to database, if there is not connected to database, we're gonna throw, so we're gonna throw new, and we're gonna have illegal state exception. Let me see how illegal state exception. Okay, and inside of the parentheses we are gonna have not connected. Okay, so not connected to DB or to database. So to database, semicolon at the end, and now we're gonna using the try. Okay, so oops, yeah, to the next line we're gonna open curly braces. So we're gonna determine Java class of column. So we're gonna have in the string string class name. So class name. Okay, so we have the meta. Okay, meta data that get column count, get column class name. So get column class name. Okay, and we are passing column, that's fine, +1 semicolon at the end. Okay, so let me see, a string class name metadata that get column class name column +1, that's fine. And we're still inside of this try. Now we're gonna return class object that represents class name. So we're gonna return class that for name. Yeah, let me see, class that for name, and yeah, we are passing just the class name. Okay, camel notation. So this is the end of the try. And okay, so this is a try and catch. Now we're gonna have in the catch. And let me see, yeah, the semicolon is here, so we have this catch, and in the parentheses following the catch we're gonna have an exception. Exception. Okay, but this one is uppercase letter E, and this one is all the lowercase letters. Okay, so we're gonna have in the exception that print print stack trace. So this is the end of the catch. Let me see, set query. So we can leave it like that. And now we're gonna just return. So we're gonna return objects. No, we're gonna return object that class and semicolon at the end. Okay, so if the problems occur above, assume the type object. Okay, so this is the end of method get column class. Okay, so let me see, yeah, get column class, that's fine. Class, so let me see real quick, class name, yeah, class name, yeah, that's fine. Now we're gonna, let me see, return object that class. Okay, so this is the end of the method get column class. So now we're gonna get number of columns in the result set. So we're gonna have a public. Okay, so it's gonna be a public integer, and we're gonna have in get column class. So public integer get column count, Okay, so parentheses, nothing in it. We're gonna just public integer get column count that throws illegal statements. So illegal statement exception, that's fine. Illegal state exception, yeah, that's fine. And just that will check for your writing. Maybe we're gonna have some typos on it. So okay, so we're gonna ensure database connection is available. So if not connected to database 1 2 3, then we're gonna throw new illegal state exception. Throw new illegal state exception again. So it's gonna be not connected to DB, to database, semicolon at the end. And yeah, we're gonna have a try and catch. So oops, let me see, or yeah, just like that. 1 2 3. Okay, so now inside of this try we're gonna have in the return, so return metadata that get column count, semicolon at the end. Okay, so now we are gonna have in catch, we open parentheses, and we are gonna have in SQL, so SQL exception, and we're gonna have SQL exception, and we're gonna open curly braces, so we're gonna have SQL exception that print a stack trace. Okay, so we have the try return metadata that get column count, and we have the catch SQL exception, then we have the inside of the curly braces SQL exception that print a stack trace. Okay, so now we just need to return 0. If problems occur above, return 0 for number of columns. So this would be the end of method get column count. So